Welcome to Analog Circuit Design online lecture series. Myself, Veema Rawal from LG Institute of Engineering and Technology in the Department of Electronics and Communication. In this session, we are going to see the topic hybrid pi model of a transistor, and another topic is expression for the transconductance and input conductance. We are going to see this topic from the unit transistor at high frequencies. Now, till now you have seen the transistors operating at low frequencies. Now, what if the transistor are to be used at high frequencies? What are the behavior of that? What are the performance parameters that we need to consider? That we are going to see in this unit. So first of all, in this unit we are going to see the hybrid pi transistor model and what are the components in that we are going to see. So let's start with that. So let us start with the first topic, that is hybrid pi model of a transistor. So at low frequencies, the internal capacitances of the transistor offer a very high reactance. Hence, they can be treated as open circuits and it can be excluded from the equivalent circuit. But at high frequencies, the internal capacitance of the transistor will offer very low reactance and hence we have to consider them in the analysis. So if you look at the difference of the behavior of the capacitances and the reactances at high frequency and low frequency, you can say that at low frequencies we can exclude the capacitances that are internal capacitances from the circuit or analysis of that. But at high frequencies, the internal capacitance will offer very low reactance. That's why we have to consider them in the analysis of that model. So in hybrid pi model, we are going to consider the internal capacitances also. So now let us look at the hybrid pi transistor model. So here the hybrid pi transistor model is shown. This is for common emitter configuration, as here emitter terminal is taken as the common. So if you look at the circuit, we have base collector emitter junction as shown here. First we have the resistance RBB dash, that is resistance between the terminals B dash and E terminal. Here you can see the B dash is indicated. So RBB dash is a resistance connected between the base terminal B and B dash terminal. Okay, so between the BB dash, that makes terminal B and B dash, resistance is connected, which is denoted as RBB dash. This is the first resistance. Second is RB dash E, that is a resistance between the terminals B dash and E. Here B dash is called as the virtual base terminal. That's why we have denoted it as B dash. Okay. So RB dash E, there is a second resistance which is the resistance between terminal B dash and E, that is base and emitter. And the inverse of that is GB dash E, that is RB dash, that is equals to 1 by GB dash E, that is the conductance. Now the next component is the capacitance, CE, that is the emitter capacitance. Next component is a resistance connected between the terminals B dash and C, that is virtual base terminal and collector terminal. We can call it as 1 by GB dash C also. Next component is another capacitance, that is CC, collector capacitance. After that, the next is RCE, that is a resistance connected between collector and emitter terminals, and that is equals to 1 by GCE. And the next is the current dependent source, which is GM BB dash E. GM here is transconductance and the BB dash E is the voltage across the terminals B dash and E. So this is the hybrid pi model for C configuration. As you can see over here, there are 4 resistances, 2 capacitors and 1 current dependent source over here. Okay, This hybrid pi model is very important to understand because this model is going to be our analysis model for the further derivations. Okay. Now, we have already seen the components in the hybrid pi model. Let us start with the first one, that is the diffusion capacitance CE, or as you can say emitter capacitance. Next is CC, that is the collector capacitance, or it is also called as the transition capacitance. The third one is RBP dash, which is base spreading resistance. Next is the resistance RB dash E, that is the resistance connected between the terminals V dash and E. Next component is resistance RB dash C. There is a resistance connected between the terminals V dash and C. Next, resistance RCE, resistance connected between collector and emitter terminals. And the last component is the current source GM-VB-E. So these are the components we have listed here, what we already seen in the circuit diagram. Okay. Now, let us derive the first equation, that is the expression for transistor transconductance. The transistor transconductance equation is very important. So please try to concentrate that and try to learn and practice it more so you can derive it at the time of your exams. So this is the circuit diagram where the collector and emitter are effectively shorted to each other for AC equivalent circuit, and the supply given here is DC supply, which is over here VCC. Okay. Now, the transconductance GM is defined as GM, that is equals to delta IC by delta VB dash E. That means the rate of change of collector current to the rate of change of voltage across V dash E terminal, where VC is kept constant. That is, voltage across collector emitter terminal is kept constant. Let us give this as equation number 1. Now, in the active region of the transistor, the collector current is given as IC, that is equals to ICO minus alpha IE. Here ICO is the reverse collector current and alpha IE, where IE is the emitter current. Now, if we place this equation, that means the value of IC in equation number 1, then we can get GM, that is equals to delta or del ICO minus alpha IE divided by del VB dash E, that is equals to minus alpha del IE by del VB dash E. Because here ICO is very small, so we can neglect it. So by neglecting that, we can get this equation. So we can say that GM equals to alpha del IE by del VE, because VB dash E and VE, as you can see over here, VB dash E and VE are having opposite polarity. So minus VB dash E, that is equals to VE. Okay, that we have placed in the equation. Okay, because VB dash equals to minus V, so our equation will be GM, that is equals to alpha del IE by del VE. Okay. Now, the resistance offered by the emitter diode is defined as RE, resistance, that is equals to voltage by current. So here that is del VE by del IE. Let us give this as equation number 4. Substituting this value in equation number 3, we will get GM, that is equals to alpha by RE. Let us give that equation number 5. The emitter resistance can be defined in terms of volt equivalent temperature VT, that is equivalent temperature voltage, as RE, that is equals to VT by IE. We are giving that equation number 6. This is because the emitter diode is forward biased, but the volt equivalent temperature is given by VT, that is equals to Kp by Q, where K is the Boltzmann constant, Q is the charge on each electron, and T is the temperature in degree Kelvin. Okay. Now, if we place this value of RE in equation number 5, we will get GM equals to alpha IE by VT, but alpha IE is equals to ICO by IC, so GM will be equals to ICO minus IC by VT, and we know that ICO is negligible, we can neglect that, so we will have the equation GM equals to IC by VT. But let us consider for a PNP transistor IC is negative and for NPN transistor IC is positive. Also, we have already discussed that ICO is very small, it is negligible. So our equation would be Gm, that is equals to mod IC by Vt, that is almost equals to IC by Vt. This is our final equation of the trans conductance Gm, that is equals to IC by Vt. But we know that Vt, that temperature voltage, is given as T by 11600. If we place this value in equation number 10, we will get Gm, that is equals to 11600 mod IC by T. And if we consider the room temperature, that is at 300 degree Kelvin, the value of Vt is given as 26 millivolts. So for the standard room temperature condition, if you want to derive the transconductance equation, that will be Gm, that is equals to IC in milliampere divided by 26. So this is the final equation of the transconductance for the hybrid pi transistor C model. Okay. This can be used for the example point of view as well. Now let us see the next derivation, that is the input conductance Gb-E, that is the reverse of the resistance Rb-E. Okay, that means 1 by Rb-E, that is equals to Gb-E. Or else we can consider that this is the expression for HFE, that is feedback edge parameter for CE configuration. So for that, let us consider two circuit diagrams over here. The figure A, the circuit A indicates a hybrid pi model at low frequency, and the figure B indicates the edge parameter model at low frequency. Okay, using this two, we are going to derive the expression for the input conductance Gb-E. So generally, Rb-C is greater than Rb-E. Therefore, all the base current IB will flow through Rb-E in the figure E. So we can say that Vb-E, that is V equals to multiplication of IR. Here Vb-E, that is equals to IB into Rb-E. Let us give that as equation number 1. Therefore, the short circuit collector in the figure is given by IC, that is equals to Gm Vb-E, that is equals to Gm, where Vb-E is what? Placing the value of equation number 1 here, that is IB into Rb-E. So we can say that that is equals to Gm IB Rb-E. This is the equation number 2. Hence, the short circuit current gain is defined as HFE, that is the ratio of collector current to base current, that is equals to Gm Rb-E. That means if we take IB term on the denominator side, the left term is IC by IB and the right hand side term is Gm Rb-E. So this is the short circuit current gain. Let us give that equation number 3. Now, Rb-E, that is equals to HFE by Gm, and we know that Gm is IC by Vt. So if we place that value, we will have the equation Rb-E, that is equals to HFE Vt by IC. We are giving that equation number 4. But the input conductance Gb-E, that is equals to IB by Vb-E, that is equals to 1 by Rb-E. Substituting the value of Rb-E, we will get Gb-E, that is equals to Gm upon HFE. And if we want to make this subject HFE, that will be equals to HFE, that is equals to Gm by Gb-E. Okay, this is how we can obtain the equation of that. I hope that these two derivations are clear to you now. These are very important derivations, transconductance and the resistance or conductance Gb-E. Okay, so that is the Gb-E input conductance, that the equation we have derived. Make sure you draw the correct circuit diagram and then you derive the equation correctly. Okay, these are the references. Thank you for listening.